Hello and welcome back to A World of Ice and Fire, and we are now having a bit of an event going on here, and I was actually not planning on starting the episode here because I'm still trying to build up my my economy, and as you may or may not know, we are struggling a little bit in gaining some cash. We do need to try and get the next level up because it has come to my attention. And this is something that I've just now realized, by the way, that I will need sailing master skill to be able to buy a ship. And the funny thing about sailing master skill is that I'm going to need 2 points in it if I want to get 2 ships, and those 2 ships will have to be at least large enough to be able to field my army, because I currently have 50 people. I might need to... Either I'm going to get rid of them, right? Either I'm going to get rid of some of them, or I'm going to have to purchase more ships, which will in turn mean that I need more sailing master skill. So that's obviously a problem. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, as you see on the screen here, we have this. You notice several pieces of paper on the ground with the shadowed image of a man and some writing on them. You pick one up to read. I, King of the Seven Kingdoms, Stannis Baratheon, place a bounty on the head of the so-called self-proclaimed Bandit King. The Bandit King's numbers are growing and have become an increasing threat to the stability and security of the Riverlands. Bring me his head, and you will be handsomely rewarded. You recall hearing tales of a broken man who once served a lord of the Riverlands, renowned for his deadly marksmanship and said to be more beast than human. A man with no name and his origins and motivations largely a mystery. Whispers suggest he was lost to madness after witnessing his kin gruesomely slain in battle. You know too well that a broken man is the consequence of a wealthy lord's demands, forcing the people to do his bidding. Men, under a banner they no longer recognize, barely enough food to feed themselves and shitting in their own breeches due to the water they are forced to drink. You acknowledge that no one decides to be a broken man. What will you do? Alright, so we're going to accept the bounty, of course. Yeah, because I think that's fun. I think that's fun, you know? I like that. I think that's going to be an enjoyable activity if we can actually find him. And I have no idea. Okay, you've been tasked with ending his reign of terror somewhere around the vicinity of Riverrun. Oh, okay. Okay. There's no way, not in a million years. Riverrun is over here, as you can see, and there is no way I will be able to go over there and have a decent time. And there's a reason for that. It's because the Westerlands and the Reach are there. Obviously, the Reach vassals are not technically at war against me, but the Westerlands surely are. And as we know, they are hungry for our blood. They want to murder us 6 ways from Sunday, and I would prefer to avoid that if we can. Anyway, as you can see here, I have basically no money. There's a reason for that. I just purchased a wine press, which cost me 26,000 in Pentos. I know. It's kind of a weird thing, but it's all the way over here, as you can see. I was actually down in Dragonstone at the time, and I was thinking to myself, okay, well, where can I go that is actually going to provide me with a relatively safe investment? Because I have realized that in the time that I've been playing, I've made some poor decisions when it comes to investing. And I basically decided that me, making some enterprises in Salt Pans, Maidenpool, etc., not really that good of an idea. The main reason being, they could get taken by the Westerlands at any point, and then we're out of it. Then we're out of luck because we don't have anything available there. So that's obviously a problem. Anyway, I am just going to obviously be taking some of these furs here. We're going to be... let's just make sure that we... Whoa, that's a lot. Wow, I don't even have enough money for all that. That's crazy. Okay, well, there you go. I guess... Oh, I don't even have enough... You know what? You know what's really funny? I don't have enough money to set sail now. Yes. Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? But we do have an extremely lucky turn of events right here, where my weekly budget has just come in. I am extremely lucky to get that, because that was just moments after I left you with that small little cut. So now we can literally just go through here. I can travel to another port, and well, I think we're most likely just going to go to Sisterton, let's face it. Now, what we want to do is we want to level up, right? We want to level up. So what is the best place that we can level up? Well, someone did mention near to King's Landing. I'm not sure if I really want to go to King's Landing. As I've said before, it is a little bit dangerous for us, you know, specifically because, you know, there's a bunch of vassals that want to murder us. So not sure if we can really pull that off without completely and utterly getting murdered. However, maybe it's a good idea. I don't know. I mean, that's the funny thing. Technically, the best, I don't know. Where is the best place to find enemies to fight? We could technically go... we could try to complete the Craster's Keep quest if we wanted to. We could try to complete it, you know, like actually complete it. I mean, obviously, you know, that it's a long way to go, isn't it? That is a long way to go. We could do this. I don't have enough money for this, really. I also don't have my own ship yet. This is the exact reason why I want to get my own ship, so that we can do this quest. And obviously the Bandit King somewhere around the vicinity of River Run. I mean, that's going to be extremely difficult for me to do, I assume. At least I'm assuming that. Anyway, how do we level? Well, that's the thing we're going to have to figure out. I'm not sure why this guy wanted to speak to me. I actually wanted to go into Sisterton. But yeah, I actually want to have a look at the ships here, because I just want to show you that we do need quite a lot of cash. So you can see here we have a galley. Let me see if there's anything else. Another galley here. That's 31 men. So as you can see, I have 50 troops at the moment. It's going to cost me 21,000. There's a longship here. Okay, so the longship is slightly better. As you can see, this is actually a very good ship, by the way. This is really, really good, because it's made of oak. It's made of oak. It's got a good condition. I mean, I don't really care about the condition that much. But the material that it's made out of is very, very good. Oak is great. So, generally what we could do, what we're going to need, theoretically, is we're going to need this one, and we're going to need this one. So 39 and 31, that would do quite well for us, because that would give us a capacity of 70 troops, which would be pretty fantastic. And they're both made of oak. Now, together, we're going to need, what is it, 21, 24, 20, about 25,000, 27,000. Yeah, we're going to need about 50,000 in total to be able to buy both of these ships. So, well, what's a good way of getting some cash? Tournaments. Yes, I know. That sounds absolutely ridiculous for me, because there's no way I'm going to win a tournament, is there? Oh, there is actually a tournament being held in Pentos at the moment. I didn't see that at the time, so it must have changed. Alright, you know what? We're going to go over to Pentos, and we're going to try to win the tournament. Okay, so I arrived at Pentos, and the tournament just finished. Yes, it literally finished about 5 seconds before I arrived here. I literally saw the vassals leaving as I docked at the harbor. Isn't that, oh, that's amazing, isn't it? Yes, that's wonderful. Okay, you know what we're going to do? I'm actually going to go into the melee here, and I'm going to see, maybe I can actually win this. I mean, I'm going to level up my bow skill a bit more as well. That's kind of fun, right? I think that's kind of fun. Maybe I can see if we can maybe do something. I mean, to be fair, I probably won't. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what is even going on here with these two. Are they on the same team? They are certainly not on the same team, but they're acting like it. That's crazy. Alright, so yeah, anyway, let's shoot this guy. There we go. He's dead. Shoot that guy. Thank you. Okay. It's actually working a lot better than I anticipated. Okay, I'm going to stay third person for the moment. Apparently that seems to work a little bit better for me right now. Good little extra perspective with our field of view at this point. I don't have a shield, so that's going to be a bit of an issue, potentially. There we go. Okay, actually not too bad, not too bad. Okay, here we go. Oh, I actually hit him? What? Okay, oh wow, okay, shooting in third person apparently is my jam for some reason. Don't know why that is. Usually that is not the case. Usually I would highly recommend shooting in first person, but for some reason third person seems to be giving me a bit more of an advantage than normal. which is a bit strange. Usually that's not the case for me. As you can see, I'm actually hitting him square in the chest, which is very nice. I actually got a headshot. What? Okay. Okay. This is strange. Okay, well, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to fight here. See if we can maybe make it all the way to the end. I highly doubt it. But let's see what happens. Well, there you go. I had 2 veteran fighters ganging up on me, which I gotta say, it's always a bad experience when that happens. Oh well, never mind, never mind. I did actually make it all the way to, what was it, 16 people left, 19 people left, something like that. I mean, that is quite significant, isn't it? So yeah, well, not that big a deal. Anyway, let's go over to Mer, because there is actually a tournament going on there. Maybe we'll be able to get there in time, because obviously there is one in Castle Black too, but highly, highly unlikely I'm going to make it there before it ends. Alright, so we did manage to make it into the tournament here at Mer. Now, I'm not going to do the whole enable expert difficulty bet and then disable it thing. I'm not going to do that because I don't have that much money as it is, and I'm almost 100% expecting not to win this. So I'm just going to err on the side of caution slightly here, and we're just going to fight in the next round otherwise. Now, if I can achieve victory here, I will be extremely, extremely pleased, because it is going to provide us with a decent amount of renown as it is. And I kind of like... Okay, I've already killed someone, right? So I don't think I need to really worry about being through to the next round. Let me just try and see if I can... Yes, there we go. I actually knocked someone out anyway. So even if I did need 2 kills, I was through. Okay, 3 teams with 7 fighters. Really wish I'd start with a horse sometimes. Maybe I will start with the horse slightly later. Nice. Oh, that was a good hit. That was a good hit. Okay, I like it. I like it. Okay, now we got my hedge knight apparently getting murdered here. This guy wants to kill me. Okay, apparently he's dead now. This fellow is on my team. These guys all have these massive pole arms. Seems like they they want to do some fun thrusting. Yes, that's what they want to do. Okay, is this guy an enemy? Yes, he is. Okay, these guys are enemies too. Okay, we can kill that guy. Nice. Come on, get him. Oh, this club is so fantastic, I gotta say. Absolutely wonderful. Really, really appreciate that we have found a decent weapon, because there are many, many mods out there where I use a weapon and it just feels off. You know what I mean? It just feels off. It feels like I'm doing 0 damage with a lot of other weapons. And I'm just so pleased that I was able to find something that kind of fits and feels good to use, you know, because that's the whole point, you know, that's the whole point of playing a game. You want to have fun, right? You want to have fun. So generally that's exactly what's happening here. Anyway, 2 teams with 6 fighters. All right. Still didn't get a horse. Okay, unfortunate. The enemy is... Okay, we've got some... Oh, no, we've got some pretty decent people, but unfortunately we are seemingly losing. Maybe. Nice. Okay, good hit. Oh, yes, nice. I've already eliminated 2. That's wonderful. Nice, nice. There's the 3rd kill. All right, can we get more than that? I don't think we need to. Or do we? Oh. This guy is apparently an absolute monster. What's going on with him? It's because he's got a blunt weapon. That's the reason. Okay. Yeah. There we go. That was close. That was a close one right there. Okay, here we go. 2 teams with 2 fighters. Okay, 2 teams with 2 fighters. Oh dear, it just dawned on me that that is exactly what we're doing. This is problematic. Nice. Good hit. There we go, good damage. Unfortunately... Oh no, never mind. He's actually still alive. I thought my guy was dead for a second because he did take a pretty big hit. Thankfully, he can take a hit and he's still alive. He's still with us here. Alright, 2 teams with 2 fighters. 2 versus 2 once again. And I have... Who's this? This fellow. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this guy's name. So, yeah, let's see. Who do we have? A sworn guy on the other side as well. A little bit problematic. I need to kill him, actually. Yep, as I thought. This is bad. Oh, never mind. Okay. Oh, I was so worried there for a second. I was so worried because I thought to myself, okay, this guy's with the two-handed. He's got the polearm. As we have maybe seen in the past, polearms can sometimes hit around hitboxes. So it's very, very, very tricky to deal with sometimes. Okay, so I have a horse and this guy doesn't. Wow, that's unlucky for him. Actually, maybe not. Maybe it's not unlucky because he's got a polearm. He could potentially kill me really, really easily here. I'm just going to try to daze him with the horse a little bit. As you do, you know, as you do. The wonderful method of, yep. He's out of there. All right, so we did actually win, surprisingly enough. We did actually win. Though they appreciate your participation in the tournament, they apologize for not having a gift to offer. Well, I don't really mind about that. That's 4,000 silver stags, and that is a significant prize considering I didn't think we were going to win that at all. And we also got 39 renown. Bear in mind that obviously if we had used the strategy to, you know, enable expert, bet, and then disable expert, we would have made much more cash. I would have probably made, I don't know, what, 20,000, 30,000? I have no idea how much, but it would have been much, much better. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You know, we don't mind the grind. The grind is very real, but the grind will be overcome soon enough. I've actually found a traveling merchant here. This is in Muir, by the way. So yeah, it's actually quite funny that I was able to find that here. And I've purchased a well, it's a bent one, unfortunately. I did purchase a light crossbow, but you don't know what kind of quality you're going to get. Technically, I could purchase this hunting crossbow, and oh, okay, it is still, well, personally, I like the speed rating of the light crossbow. That's the reason why I actually went for that initially. So yeah, we're probably just going to be using that anyway. Alright, so this is actually something I've noticed over the last couple of times that I've gone to Dragonstone. I actually noticed it the first time I went there, but I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm not going to interact with that just yet. But now, I think it might be a good idea, because I'm obviously spending a huge amount of time doing all kinds of things, you know, grinding away, getting my cash up and running, getting my enterprises, you know, doing all that wonderful stuff. So, as you can see, there is an obsidian mine not far from here. I would like permission to conscript enough men from around this area to build and work the mines.
Yes, this is no easy task, Elias. It will take a lot of manpower and time to get the mines up and running, and that's before we can even start mining this obsidian. Now let me see, around 3 months of building is required. That's if nothing goes wrong. We'll need 70,000...
70,000. Yes. Okay, so I will supply the men if needed. Does this sound fair? Well, I am afraid I cannot budget on price. These men need to be paid and fed for at least 3 months. Well, Elias's face says it all. Actually, you probably can't see his face right now, so I will... There it is. His face says everything. You capture a passing raven and notice tied to it a small piece of tattered paper. The letter reads, Lord Paramount Edmer Tully is to be married at the Twins within the next couple of days. With the inclusion of host King Robb Stark, we shall be holding a feast in celebration. This is a formal invitation for Elias Mormont to attend these festivities. It should be noted that all honoured guests shall be welcome within Lord Walder Frey's walls and at his table. He extends to you his hospitality and protection in the light of the Seven. Okay, so wait a second. I have a bad feeling about this. I have a very, very bad feeling about this. Okay, we'll be a loyalist for the Starks, I assume. That's going to be the way to go. Because nothing bad's going to happen to them. Now what do we have here? We have an offer of vassalage from Lady Lisa Arryn. That's very strange. Okay, I actually don't know, to be honest. Because that's a pretty decent offer, to be fair. I think that's a pretty decent offer. And I'm slightly tempted. I am actually slightly tempted. I don't know whether they're at war against anyone. Are they at war against anyone? I don't know. Let's accept and see. Alright, so I've now arrived here, and she says, I've been expecting you. Yes, you honor me with your offer. There we go. And let's dispense with the formalities. Are you ready to swear homage? Yes, absolutely. Let's do this. Okay, so he actually is going to get something. We are actually going to get a village. Elias is going to be very pleased. Okay. There we go. And indeed, look at this. We've increased our relation with the Night's Watch by an insane amount, and also the Reach by an insane amount. That's very strange, considering they're currently at war against the North. But there you go. Alright. Right. Okay, there you go. That's it. I do have a lot more money now, which is kind of nice. And I still have not leveled, because I haven't gone into any battles. So, what I'm going to do first is we're going to see if we're at war against anyone, which I think we probably are. And then I'm going to see if we can maybe find some vassals, and or find some caravans, and or find some villagers, something along those lines. And then we'll hopefully be able to level Elias up, finally, and get him some sailing master skill. You capture a passing raven and notice tied to it a small piece of tattered paper. The letter reads, "The King in the North, King Robb Stark, including all his hosts, have been slain at the Twins. The Red Wedding, they are calling it. In light of these recent events, Lord Walder Frey is now known as Lord Paramount of the Riverlands, and all Tullys have been proclaimed traitors and sworn enemies of all the realms of Westeros. Lord Roose Bolton has been named Warden of the North as the most suitable heir to Lord Robb Stark, and shall now take residence at Winterfell." And they have now made peace. They've now made peace with the Westerlands. These two kingdoms have stopped fighting. Oh yes, they certainly have. And as you can see, due to the wondrous rents from the fief that we've got, because we do have a village now, just bear that in mind, we're getting 6,300 from that. It is not always going to give us that, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, anyway, I did go over there and I actually started to build a school because I'd like to increase the relation that we get from the village over time, just so that we can kind of turn it into a bit of a troop farm, so that we can kind of get more really, really good people from there. And we've now been awarded the right to carry a banner. So, I don't know what we're going to take. Should we take the Hulk hand? Should we take the Hulk hand? No, let's probably not do that. Let's take something else. Let's take a fish. Actually, you know what? Fish sounds pretty good. We hit like a wet fish, don't we? So it might make sense. It might make sense. Let's just actually take a look, because there's a huge, huge variety, and they're looking very cool. They are looking very cool. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so there are only 3 pages. Never mind. Okay, so let's see what we're going to actually pick here. I am going to pick the fish. Let's face it. Okay, so I finally found a party of enemies that we could fight. It's been a long time, and I am very, very happy with how things are going. Unfortunately, I still have not leveled up. As I said, we do need to get a couple of kills here, so I am going to try my very best. It is going to be a little bit difficult if I die instantaneously, so I will try to not... Try to not have that happen. Okay, let's try that again from the top. Okay, let's try that again from the top. Okay, you just play along with me, all right? Just play along with me. Nothing bad happened the first time, okay? We can fool everyone, okay? Let's just don't even look at my HP. My HP is absolutely fine. All right, so let's do this. All right, so here we go. This is the second time that we're going into this battle, and what we need to do is we need to get experience. we need to get experience here. So I've actually checked my character sheet, and all I need to do is get 1 or 2 kills. That's the funny thing. I need to get 1 or 2 kills, maybe more than that. I'm actually not entirely sure. But we will definitely be able to do it. I do have a bow, so I might as well use it. and it's actually not too bad. It actually seems to be doing some pretty decent damage, surprisingly enough. But yeah, I do need to actually get kills, so I will try to do that. Oh... Okay, so this is the first time that we're going into a battle against Northern Clansmen. Don't worry about my HP. That happened because I fell down some stairs or hit myself in the face with a door or went into a battle against some Northern Clansmen and got hit in the face by a thrown weapon or yes. Any of this, yes. Anyway, we are going to try to get some kills. There we go. Okay, I just need to, literally, all I need to do is get 1 or 2 kills. Is that difficult? Harder than you'd expect, apparently. Harder than you'd expect. So as you can see, I did finally level up to level 12. And let me just tell you, that took a long time. It feels like that took a very, very long time, just purely because whenever I'm in a battle, it is more than likely I'm going to die instantly. It feels like I'm going to die instantly, just because I am. I am. I literally get into a battle, and any of these enemies that we're fighting here can kill me in one hit. Feels like an absolute instant kill, and there's many cases where that's just going to happen no matter what happens. So, you know, it's just like no matter what I do, it feels like it's just going to happen. So anyway, there you go. We did manage to achieve victory there. I don't really care about losing units at this point, because we're going to need to lose some people anyway if we want to get some ships, like I said earlier. And so, yeah, we do have some thieves here that we could potentially take, but I actually don't want to. Okay, I actually don't want to do that. So we're just going to take some prisoners here, and we're going to do this, gain some reputation and everything, and then we're going to move on. And this is where I currently am, of course, because this is a very standard very standard area for us at this point, and we are going to well, we're going to see what happens, because I'm not going to attend the market, fair market. Not going to attend the market in fair market. No, we're not going to attend the tournament in fair market, as you can see right there. But we are finally... Oh, wait, what's going on here? A local naysayer is spreading false rumors about you. While most of the stories are pure nonsense, sooner or later, people will believe them. Okay, well, let's have a look. Let him speak how he wants. Every man has his rights. Okay. What do you mean, throw him into the dungeon? Do I have the ability to throw him into a dungeon? I suppose I am a vassal now, so maybe that does work. But no, we're going to ask him to stop, I guess. Let's just assume that he's a reasonable individual, right? Okay, that did nothing. All right. That did nothing at all, apparently. Anyway, we can now go here. Let's see whether... Okay. Well, first of all, I'm going to need Sailing Master skill, right? So, Sailing Master is right here. Kind of unfortunate that I did not realize about that until now, because otherwise I would have probably had a ship a little bit earlier, but, you know, didn't realize about it. So, anyway, every point increases the maximum number of ships you can command, which means... we will put a point into intelligence, and we will get 2 points in Sailing Master skill. And that's it. There you go. We did it. Now, I am going to attempt to pivot over to using a crossbow later on. However, I haven't been able to find any bolts. For some reason, I can't find any bolts anywhere. No matter where I go, if I go to any marketplace that I have access to, I cannot find any bolts. Don't know why, but I cannot. I've checked in Mia, I've checked in Pentos, I've checked in Dragonstone, White Harbor, obviously, and I also checked in Maidenpool too. And I believe the Reach might have some, but I think... I'm not sure if they have crossbowmen, actually. But yeah, anyway, we're just going to put some points into crossbows, just in case. But I did actually find some fire arrows. Yes, I actually found some fire arrows, and they do piercing damage. So I'm actually kind of pleased about that, and that means that we might actually do some pretty decent damage with this now. But yeah, anyway, let's go and buy some ships finally, shall we? So let's see if we can get something relatively decent. Oh, hello. Okay, this is a pretty decent ship. Unfortunately, it's pine. Not a big fan of the pine quality here. I mean, I guess pine is okay. I mean, it's not amazing, but look at the amount of crew that we can have. The amount of crew we can have is pretty fantastic, and it only costs me 37,000. You know what? I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it just purely because I just want to have a ship, you know, just want to have a ship. It's going to make it a lot easier for us to do a wide variety of different things. So yeah, no ships for sale. Let's customize the ship. We can customize the sail a little bit. As you can see, we could change the sail. All right, so we're not going to do anything in regards to the sail. We're just going to leave it at red and white because it's going to cost me some cash. And I'd kind of like to keep my cash the way it is. And we could sail from the port. So let's actually see what happens here. How fast am I actually even going to move? We might be able to find some pirates. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? I think that would be kind of fun. Okay, this guy's inviting me for a feast. Everyone likes to have a feast, apparently. Okay, so, yeah, let's try and find some pirates, shall we? Well, we've encountered some raiders. I'm not sure if we're even ready to fight these guys, but we're going to try our very best. Oh, yeah. I remember this. Okay, wait. I remember how to do this. This is basically like Viking Conquest. So I remember a little bit how to do it. And we're just gonna... basically, you just gotta use your cursor keys. And it's gonna be easy enough. Annoyingly enough, I don't really have significant amount of speed because my ship is kind of terrible. So it's not gonna be super speedy or anything like that, super massive amounts of acceleration or anything, but I'm kind of hoping that my spies are going to do a relatively decent job here. How many of these guys do I even have now? Because I'm pretty sure I lost a bunch. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to flank so that we don't have people attacking us from multiple directions. So what I'm wanting to do is go over onto the right side here, try to get this ship on the right next to us on the left so that we can kind of make it a little bit easier for us to, shall we say, put them between us, if you know what I mean. So hopefully that's going to work. These guys are forest bandits? Are you serious? That's actually really bad. Okay, let me just turn here. There we go. Yes, there we are. Nice. Okay, now we are ready. Oh no, my spy. Are you serious that you murdered my spy? Or at least one of them. You did kill one of my spies. That's not very nice of them, is it? There we go. Nice. Give me that experience. Oh yeah, I like it. Okay, so let's just hope that our very first raid... What is actually going on with my ship right now? What is going on with my ship? Why is it going... Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh dear. What are they doing? What are they doing right now? What are my guys doing? Oh no. Okay. Oh yeah. Finally. Okay. Good. Yes. This is what we need you to do, guys. Okay. Come on. Kill them. Yes. I'm almost 100% certain that we would have had an absolutely easy time if the ships hadn't gone all wonky and all over the place. But there you go. All right. Well, it's fine. We're good. You know, we're okay. I'm very surprised that happened actually. But yeah. Anyway, whoever took over, you know, the navigation of the vessel has apparently had a little bit too much to drink, potentially. So yeah. Anyway, we should be pretty good here. I don't know what any of the camera controls are because I didn't look at that. So we're going to have some problems potentially here now. Well, we did manage to achieve victory there, but I mean, yeah, as you can see, my party lost 2 morale because we just had so many casualties. Alright, so we made our way over to Pentos, but I think that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.